Good evening, Mom. I am Angeline Dayot Narcisa, together with my partner, Junmar Dayot Narciso, taking up of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture at Pamplona Extension. So, for today's video, we are going to answer the questions in Lesson 5. So the first question is, what is the role of photosynthesis in plants? So plants are autotrophs, which means they produce their own food. They use the process of photosynthesis to transform water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide into oxygen and simple sugar that the plant uses as fuel. Photosynthesis is a process through which green plants create energy using carbon dioxide and water. The process requires a chemical called chlorophyll, which gives plants their green color and allow them to absorb light. So the second question is, describe the structure of chlorophyll. So the chlorophyll molecule consists of a central magnesium atom surrounded by a nitrogen containing structure called a porphyrin ring. Attached to the ring is a long carbon hydrogen side chain known as phytyl chain. So the third question is, cite the importance of chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a key component in the process of photosynthesis, which sustain plant life and produce oxygen for the entire planet. Although microscopic in size, chloroplasts like this have a big role to play in the health of the planet. Green plants have the ability to make their own food. They do this through a process called photosynthesis, which uses a green pigment called chlorophyll. A pigment is a molecule that has a particular color and can absorb light at different wavelengths depending on the color. There are many different types of pigments in nature, but chlorophyll is unique in its ability to enable plants to absorb the energy they need to build tissues. Chlorophyll job in a planet is to absorb light, usually sunlight. The energy absorbed from light is transferred to two kinds of energy. Storing, the plant uses the stored energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, a type of sugar. So the fourth question is, discuss the difference between chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. So the main difference between chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B is their role in photosynthesis. Chlorophyll A is the principal pigment involved in the photosynthesis, whereas chlorophyll B is the accessory pigment collecting the energy in order to pass into chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A reflects blue-green color, which is responsible for the green color of most of the land plants. Chlorophyll A is the most important pigment in photosynthesis, which serves as the primary electron donor in the electron transport chain of photosynthesis, while the chlorophyll B reflects a yellow-green color. In land plants, most of the chlorophyll B is found in light-trapping antenna in photosynthesis. The structure of chlorophyll B is the mostly similar to chlorophyll A, but the C7 position of the curing ring is attached to the aldehyde group in chlorophyll B.
Question number 5. Discuss the role of porphyrin ring in plants. So, because the porphyrin molecules are evolutionary conserved, we see the same iron holding heme porphyrins in plants as we do in animals. Plants also use the electron transport chain to produce ATP, and similar porphyrins are used as those in animals. However, plants have also mastered different configurations of porphyrins molecule, which allows them to capture the energy in sunlight. Chlorophyll is a special molecule designed around a porphyrin base. The chlorophyll molecule has several unique side chains of the porphyrin molecule. It also has a really long side chain, seen coming off the bottom. These side chains slightly change the shape and configurations of the base porphyrin. You will notice that instead of iron Fe, there is now a magnesium Mg ion captured within the porphyrin. Unlike heme groups which contain iron, the magnesium in the chlorophyll is not capable of transferring oxygen. Instead, the molecule functions to capture energy from sunlight. The magnesium ion self-captures and stores electrons during the process. The magnesium ion also helps the porphyrin absorb red and blue light instead of reflecting red light as it does with blood. This causes only a strong green color to come through, which gives plants their green color. And question number 6, describe how light is absorbed by the leaves. So inside the plant cells are small organelles called chloroplasts, which store the energy of sunlight. Within the thylakoid membranes of the chloroplast is a light-absorbing pigment called chlorophyll, which is responsible for giving the plants its green color. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll absorbs energy from blue and red light waves and reflects green light waves, making the plants appear green. While there are many steps behind the process of photosynthesis, it can be broken down into two major states, which is the light-dependent reactions and the light-independent reactions. So, question number 7, what is the role of thylakoid in photosynthesis? So, thylakoid is the site of chemical or light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll, present in the thylakoid membrane, absorbs energy from the sunlight and is involved in the formations of ATP and NADPH in the light reactions of photosynthesis through electrons transport chains. Those light energy is converted into chemical energy. It is also involved in the water oxidations or photolysis, resulting in the release of oxygen during photosynthesis. Thylakoids are membranous sacs present in the chloroplast. Chlorophyll is present in the thylakoid membrane, and multiple thylakoids are attached together to form a stack of these known as grana. So that is all, and thank you.